excited to be welcoming into the show the Pepsi Zero Sugar Rookie of the Year. We got a big ass trophy right in front of me. That trophy's taller than I am. Jayden Daniels, welcome to the show.
Man, thanks for having me. How y'all doing?
Thank you for asking. We're doing great. We're
Solid.
really excited to talk to you. You were our favorite player all year. We do a segment called Quarterback Island. You were the first rookie voted onto Quarterback Island this year. Yes, you were.
I appreciate that.
She says that to everyone.
I don't.
That you're the favorite player. No, I'm just kidding. I heard, just to start off, and we'll talk about the award that you won, but I know, I've heard through some birdies that you're a hooper, and I hate that the NBA is kind of stealing the NFL's shine right now.
Yeah.
I want your take on like what's been going on, the Luka trade, the Jimmy Butler trade. Like, what's your thoughts here?
It's been crazy. I'm a Laker fan, so I love that Luka is on the Lakers.
We're based in LA, so
there we go.
Good answer. Yeah.
I love that Luka is on the Lakers now. I can't wait to go to a game. I was gonna go to the game regardless of LeBron, but now you got LeBron and Luka, so it's like, man, I gotta go see that.
How's that gonna work? Like, what's the distribution look like with that offense now?
Man, move out the way and let them get buckets.
Right.
Like, they're great players for a reason. Everybody said the same thing about Luka and Kyrie. Obviously, they went to the finals, so I like Luka and LeBron too.
I love it. It's a little Jayden Daniel, Terry McLaurin action.
They got a little something like that.
They can share the ball. What's your style on the court? Do you guys play the Commanders? You got any?
We do not play.
Okay.
I'm gonna just go on the record and say this: Bobby Wagner, please tag him. I will beat Bobby Wagner in a basketball game. He thinks he's better than me, so.
Okay, Jayden, I'm so glad you said that. On my notes, I said, I have it written here. You can see it. Bobby thinks he can hoop. I covered him.
You said a key word there.
Thinks. Yeah.
Thinks.
You joined this team, the Commanders, and nationally there's expectations about you, obviously, coming into the league, of what you can do, what you can't do. And one of the things watching it, obviously the team improved throughout the course of the season, but one thing I thought just watching you week to week was some of the things people thought maybe were things you got to work on when you came into the league. By the end of the year, it seemed like you really had improved a lot. I'm actually thinking of a very specific play. It really sticks in my head from the NFC Championship where you just ripped that ball in the middle of the field to De'Ami Brown. And I'm thinking about how coming out as a prospect, they're like, well, we don't know if he's going to be able to read the middle of the field, whether he's going to go to the middle of the field. Do you feel like you were able to improve doing that during the season? What else do you think you got better at as a pro?
I think I just got better as a player. You find things, obviously, coming out of college, going to the pros, you got to find different things to improve on. It's a totally different game. So, I mean, all the college prospects, people probably going to criticize what they can or can't do. But by the time you get to pros, man, kind of where you just learn and you just get better, especially that comes with practice.
It's cool because you could see the way that this offense really matured and manifested around you and what you can do, not just your leadership, but your ability. And it looked like Kliff was putting pieces into it every single week, and Terry was putting pieces into it every single week. That offensive line that you had, I know you love those guys. For sure. Putting pieces into it. We have Sam Cosme on our personal show, all-pro team, first team, by the way, just
there
saying.
There we go.
And I just, I wanted to know how that worked. Like, you were a true collaborator in that, and you could really see that about mid-season onward. It was showing up on the field, all of the input that you personally had in that offense as well.
Yeah, I think that's just that's kudos to Kliff, man. You could go somewhere as coaches where, like, this is my scheme, this is my system, this is my way. But Kliff, man, he just wanted what's best for the players. So he's a true player coach. He always wanted us to go out there, be our best, play fast. And people had ideas or people had input. He'll listen to it. And, like, ultimately, if I didn't like a play, he would take it out. He didn't want us to run any bad plays that we didn't feel comfortable with.
That's cool.
Do you feel like you got better at avoiding hits?
We worried about you early on. We were like, we got to get this guy on Quarterback Island. Don't get hit, please.
Yeah. Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because now you got to think about, like, in college, you're trying to fight to get drafted. You got maybe play through some injuries, stuff like that. But now in the pros, it's like, I got to play 17 games. I got to play hopefully longer than that, so I got to be available. And so that was kind of my mindset.
I never seen someone quite like you, though, that on the sidelines, you're pretty smooth with it, where you looked so relaxed. This is the thing that got me with you, that sometimes you were doing things that you almost, I thought, looked better as the pro than you even in college. And part of it was that running ability. Like, you'd get towards the sideline and you'd almost make the defenders laugh at just making them miss and then just kind of like slide out of bounds? Does your like heart rate not beat like go a little faster when they're
Nah,
coming
not
after
at
you?
all. If somebody gets a good hit on me, like I'm gonna let them know. Like, all right, you got a good hit on me. Like, as long as I'm not seriously injured,
Mm.
that's a different story. But like, I mean, I bounce back up every time and move on to the next play.
You're so calm, and we just get a kick every time we watch you play. Like, you're so beyond your years. I often say you're like a 40-year-old quarterback in like a 22-year-old's body. The way that you read the field, the way that you're calm and you galvanize people. I wanted to ask you about some of the speeches that I heard from Terry.
Okay.
So Terry, some of his hype speeches that we've seen clips of and some of the ways that he addresses teammates in the locker room. What is that like for you, learning about him and getting to know him as a teammate, as a leader on that team?
Man, Terry's very passionate. And like those clips that they posted, I'd never seen them. So I never knew like Terry was saying stuff like that before going out to the game, because the quarterbacks go out before they do. So we're already on the field. But man, Terry is a great human being, very passionate about the game and what he does. And I think everybody just sees that like through the clips, like he's talking from his heart, and that's really how he feels. And he loves this game. He gives this game everything that he has.
We just loved watching you guys all year. The Commanders, such a breath of fresh air in every phase of that building, from the coaching staff to the front office to the players on the roster. That perfect blend of veterans and young players and free agents. One of our favorite players on this show, and another one of our first team All-Pros on NFL Daily, Frankie Louvu.
Man, big oos.
What's it like going up against him in practice in camp?
Oh, man.
Scary.
Man, he wears a blacked out visor. And he just runs around. He has a knack for being around the football. So, but he's a great person, like a great person. You could talk to him about anything, very down to earth. And I think that's just how our whole locker room was. You got guys that been in the league, that's done stuff, accomplished a lot of things, and they have all the right to, have an ego. But everybody, once you walk through the door, everybody drops their egos and everybody's just going to work and cares about each other.
And Jayden, one of the reasons you have that trophy that you earned, every centimeter of that trophy, that beautiful trophy in front of us right now, is because not only did they bring you into their fold, but you led them.
For sure.
And so there was such a mix of personalities. I remember this shot after one of your wins earlier in the season, and Bobby and Frankie are just sitting there, arms crossed, as you're with one of the sideline reporters, and they're so fired up, like they're ready to run through a wall after the game for you.
Yeah.
And so I guess taking all of that energy and channeling it as a leader, how did you learn to lead all of this mix of people, veterans and young players in that building?
Yeah, I just think that came with who I am and being myself and having a way to connect with everybody in the locker room. And just really just being available. Like, I wasn't coming in thinking I was better than anybody because of where I was drafted at. It was more so like, hey, I'm a rookie at the end of the day, man. I've been here. I still got a lot to learn. I can't wait to meet you guys and stuff like that. And that's kind of how that relationship built. And then over time, people started seeing me and Bobby, our banter, and after games, teammates waiting for each other. And just super excited and happy to be with each other.
But now you're here. You got some pelts on the wall. You got this beautiful award. You got very close to this game here, the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Are you ready? First, I know you've gotten to know the Commanders fans, but man, I've had a lot of Washington fans in my life, and the improvement that you have given to them and just their daily demeanor. They're so much happier now that Jayden Daniels is in their life after what
we call it Jayden therapy.
Right, been through. They're just lighter. Are you ready for about 7 primetime games next year? At least one of them's going to be against the Eagles. Another one of them's going to be against the Cowboys, and it's going to be kind of that next step. You ready to carry all that and carry these fans in their hopes for the next handful of years?
I'm ready. Me personally, I like playing night games.
Okay.
I don't know, it's just something about just being
because you started in the Pac-12, just saying, as an Arizona State grad.
Yeah, Pac-12, you play after dark. You come to LSU, you play only nighttime games. So now I'm just accustomed to it. It was kind of different now. I have to play at 1 p.m. Instead of 6 p.m. It's different, but I like playing primetime games. So
it's going to be tough to top your first one there against the Bengals.
Yeah, that was a crazy one. And that one, and then Sunday night against the Falcons, that was another crazy game. But I'm excited because that just gives everybody, all the fans, a chance to come out and really support us under the lights. and pack out the stadium.
Oh man, I used to always talk the NFL. Even when it was like Jim Zorn's team and Mark Brunell is starting back in the day, they would put them in primetime 5-6 times because it's a national team when they weren't any good. Now they got Jayden Daniels. You got the Pepsi Rookie of the Year. What does it mean to you to get this award? We're taping this Thursday. There's another award show, NFL Honors. That'll be Thursday night. I have a feeling you're picking up more hardware, but what does it mean to win this award in particular?
I think this award in particular, obviously, it's like our draft class. Obviously, there's a lot of different weapons. Like a couple of my friends, well, everybody's my friend in the draft class, but really close friends, 2 of them that were up for this award. But it's just more so because it's voted by the fans. So it just shows that the respect I have of other people's fan bases, and obviously, you know, Washington has the best fans in the country.
Wait, so who are the close friends? Wait, teammates?
Teammates, you have ex-teammates,
Yeah.
Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas Jr.
Did you just send them a selfie of you holding it?
Not yet. I haven't. I don't think they know I got this yet. So I gotta go. I gotta FaceTime them.
Appreciate you, Jayden Daniels. Everything, obviously, that you've given. We were saying all year, kind of.
We told everyone so.
Commanders, to me, was kind of the story of this season with you leading the way. So appreciate you joining.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.